The second I turn on the camera, I start yawning. And welcome back to the channel. I am Stellara, and welcome to this bonus video. This is another video on tablescapes. When I was shooting my last video, the 7 tips and tricks for creating a tablescape on a budget and or using things you already have, I ended up coming up with 3 very distinct themes that I thought I wanted to share with you guys. There's a glitz and glam kind of classic feel. There is one that my husband affectionately calls Elm Chic, and I have to say it's a pretty good title. And then the last one is the one that you saw in the last video, which is more of a rustic vibe to it. I think the way that I set that one up for Thanksgiving, it works really well, but I think that if you changed up the colors just a little bit, that it would end up working really well for Christmas too. So I hope that you guys get inspiration for your own tablescapes from this video, and let's get into it. For this first look, I wanted to come up with something that looks classy but could be replicated for minimal moolah. This tablescape is versatile and can be used for the holidays, New Year's, birthdays, or just a romantic night with that special someone. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you know I'm obsessed with these T-Rex salt and pepper shakers, and if I'm being honest, this guy was really the inspiration for the whole table. To get this look, I started off by running an extra wide length of ribbon down the middle of the table. This black and white glittery ribbon that I had left over from Halloween made the perfect table runner. Then I set out my plates and glassware. I decided to carry on the black and white theme by placing this black wire piece under the white plate. I picked these up at Target on clearance a few months ago for $5. I'm not actually sure what they're supposed to be used for, so under the plates they go. On top of the plates, I placed a large black feather for contrast and drama. Then I placed the silverware in a cross design and wrapped a little white lace ribbon around them and topped it with a leaf sprig from some spare florals that I had around just to finish up the place setting. In order to bring a little glam to the table, I used these gold geometric tea lighter holders with kitty-safe LED lights, of course. Believe it or not, I picked these up from the dollar store. For the center of the table, I placed another black wire piece and used a large serving bowl as a placeholder for the main dish. I placed a few floral sprigs around the bowl to help tie the table together, and then sprinkled around these gold beads and silver druzy pieces that I had in my crafting box. Finally, to fill out the look, I used some leftover Halloween pumpkins in black, white, and gray, and then sprinkled some more gold beads along the length of the table. And here's the final look. I think the symmetry of the tableware and the repeating of small similar items along the length of the table really ties the whole look together. I love that I was able to do this using only items I already had, and it gave me an excuse to bust out the T-Rex shakers. This look is probably the most me of the bunch. It uses colors and an aesthetic that I'm just really into right now. Just like in the last look, I decided to start off by running an extra wide ribbon down the middle of the table. But since this ribbon was a little more flat in color, I decided to lay a second light green ribbon on the top. Between the weight of the centerpiece and the other decor items, it keeps the ribbon in place, making this a great no-sew, no-glue, no-time table hack. For the place setting, I kept it pretty simple with just a plate with the silverware fanned out on top and a long bow tied to the bottom. I allowed the long tails of the bow to run off the side of the table to add a little elegance, and I topped this off with a little wooden thanks and a sprig of blueberries. For the centerpiece, I borrowed this geometric sculpture and floral pumpkin from my bedroom and just placed it on top these blue and copper wooden pieces that I picked up at Target for just $3 a piece. Then I layered a little bit of faux leaves and stems to help tie in the green from the table runner ribbon. At the top of the table, I placed these 2 warm autumn leaf stems with their ends overlapping so the leaves look like they're growing out from the center. I topped it with this pretty blue pumpkin to hide the center and added a few more sprigs of green leaves to help fill it out a bit. And no chic table setting is complete without candles, so I put these delicate glass teacups to use as tea light holders. Finally, to complete the look, I placed a few more leaves and blueberries around the table, and I love the way this turned out. It's just so pretty. It's really everything that I would want if I was going to make a tablescape for like a fall wedding, but I was able to get this look using only stuff I already owned and couldn't be happier. You may recognize this last look because it's the one I primarily used in my 7 tips for creating a tablescape on a budget video, link in the description. It's also the one that I think is probably easiest to copy. To create this look, I started off with a scarf. That's right, this tablecloth is just a blanket scarf that I've had for years. I placed this scarf on an angle to allow both the frayed hem and the wood grain of the table to show. Since my plates are square, I lined them up with the edge of the scarf and just placed the silverware right beside. And to keep this setting from feeling too done up or cluttered, I opted to just place a single decorative pumpkin in the center of each plate. Then I gathered up all of the wooden bits in my crafting closet and I found these antlers too. They're supposed to be used for making wreaths, but for now, onto the table. I centered everything around this large wood plank, but a cutting board would work really well here too. Then I placed these LED candles in a cluster and placed the rest of my decorative pumpkins around them. I particularly like the candle cluster as a centerpiece here because it reminds me of hanging out around the fireplace at my grandparents' house around the holidays. So cozy. I'm so pleased with the warm, cozy feel from this Rustic Vibes table setting, and it just makes me giggle knowing that this tablecloth is just a repurposed scarf. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite tablescape. I particularly love the West Elm Chic one. I don't know, it was a bunch of things that I kind of already had laying around my house, and I just love the way that it all came together and it looked intentional, even though it was literally me just being like, here's some ribbon, some things that I got from Target. And so, I don't know, I just really like the way that one turned out, but I would love to know your favorite. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for new videos every week. And then also hit that like button, share on social media, do all the things. That engagement really helps people find this new video. So thank you so, so much. I appreciate it when you share, when you comment, when you like, all of those things. They help me so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, I think I will go ahead and close this video. I heart you, and I'll see you later.